Alright, today I'll be doing something a little different. Someone suggested this like a month or two ago, that I should try reading some TIFU threads. TIFU, dear Reddit, today I fucked up. It's just short for today I fucked up. Basically, people just go over stuff that they messed up on, so... Let's see, I just clicked on the first one. Today I fucked up by throwing 20 Boy Scouts phones off a balcony. This just happened a few moments ago, so let me give a little context. Every single year, my son's scout group has a technology-free camp at one of their richer son's scout master's house. He has a large balcony above his pool and cement floor next to it. Some of the kids decided it'd be fun to do skits on top of the balcony. As I began to set things up, I saw some kids playing on their phones. I went up to them and asked them to put their phones inside a Ziploc container. I then went around the camp and asked each kid the same. After all that, I got around 20 phones. I went back up to the balcony to finish setting up when I stupidly left the phone on the top of the balcony's rail. Of course, it begins to tip off, so I ran to get it. I grabbed it right after it fell a couple feet into the air. Unfortunately, I grabbed it by the lid, which immediately popped off, springing the phones into the air, which bounced off the cement, breaking nearly all of them. However, around half of them bounced into the pool next to the cement, leaving some kids' phones shattered and soaking wet. TLDR, while setting up for Boy Scout skits, I accidentally dropped 20 kids' phones into a cement floor 30 feet below. Update, all the kids ended up having insurance and their parents were very forgiving. The only one who was mad was ironically the wealthy man who owned the house, who said I must pay $2,000 for his son's phone. He also had insurance. I'm well liked inside the group, and many of the parents owed me a favor, so many insisted I don't pay. I owe around $1,500, not including the rich kid's phone. Wow. What kid has a $2,000 phone? Is it made of gold? Exactly what I was going to the post. Maybe the damage was because the phone hitting the ground, damaging the poor ground. That's actually possible. Property damage. Not wanting to file homeowners insurance claims makes sense because of the deductibles, rate hikes. You'll just charge OP. Still sucks and is questionable. Wow, that's real dumb. Is there a badge for that? I feel like there should be a badge for that. Always be prepared to be sued. Wait, your troop scouts brings electronics in the first place in your camp at people's houses? What kind of Boy Scouting is that? My troop didn't allow any form of electronic device at any camp out, and we always went somewhere out in the wilderness for campouts, never at a house. My troop didn't allow phones when I first joined, but by the time I left last year, I'm 18 now, the adults didn't really care. Phones are too prevalent now to forbid, and they can be useful at times. When I was a patrol leader, I never enforced an electronics rule. As an assistant scoutmaster, now the unspoken rule is you don't tell me, and don't let me see them, and I ain't gonna go searching for them. Well, my scoutmaster wouldn't even allow us our Game Boys on the 6-hour car ride to camp. Oh, how boring. I'm not used to reading these threads. I see ramen in top water in your feature. I read the title really quickly and thought you threw 20 Boy Scouts off the balcony. 10-10 plot twist. Looks like you have about $10,000 to $20 to pay depending on how new phones were. How the hell are you buying your phones from? 20 iPhones at $500 a piece is $10,000. And let's be honest, there are plenty of phones that run more than $500. The iPhone 6 can be $800 and up plus tax. If you have 20 of those and 16 grand in phones, not even including taxes and the $100 smash phone cases they had on them. Fair enough. Silly me figured they'd be Androids, which can run for really cheap. Wow, what Android phone are you looking at? A piece of shit from Boost Mobile? Android phones can be just as expensive as iPhones. Damn. What phone costs fucking $2K? I own a Virtu. A Virtu. What? They also make ones far more expensive. Even an iPhone with a custom design runs around $2K when you factor the $900 phone is for the phone itself. A $9,000 phone. That's nuts. You are financially fucked. I want to make a joke about the camp being at a guy's house, but that would not be nice. Don't pay anything. The owner of the home should have insurance. Have him file an insurance claim. The insurance company might well subrogate and sue OP, but there's not a chance in hell of recovering $2,000. OP would owe the current value of the actual phone, not the cost of a new one, which isn't $2,000 anyway. Just lie and tell them it was a character building exercise. Alright. Well, you're really fucked. If I was in your situation, and I hope I never am, I would start playing the they were never supposed to bring their phones to the tech-free camp in the first place card. Seriously, while you did break them, you shouldn't have had to confiscate them in the first place. Good luck with finding a new scout group, because no kid in that group would ever trust you again, and probably try and break your shit whenever you turn your back. Jesus, what kind of Boy Scout troop are you in? They're not going to break his shit. He's paying the ones who didn't have insurance back. Two things. One, when I commented, blah, 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 I'm calling Shens on this one, because moments after causing 20k damage, he's kecking about it on Reddit, and a Ziploc container does not pop open when you hold it by the lid. Ziplocs hold on the container are pretty strong if put on correctly. However, I didn't pop it on all the way, and the weight of the phones probably add to the effect. Not sure what you're talking about with the kecking comment. World of Warcraft reference means LOL, but in what opposite? Can't understand another in game, so typing LOL to the opposite faction originally turned into kek in game. Simplified explanation. Totally believe Ziploc container cursed you though. The top will hold exactly until you need it to, and then you're screwed. Wait, they said kek in here? I would recognize that. Whatever. Anyways, I think that's enough of this. Basically, the whole fun part about the TIFU threads is the actual story itself, and not really the comments like Askreddit threads are.